Having steaks tonight, and the boy needs a carrot.
Which one?
Well, I don't know, but that one's the
You
one
think
that
that one?
was the one that's on its own, not tangled around everything else. I don't know how good it looks. Or is it not so good?
It's fine. It's just.
Oh, it's bent.
It's a single carrot. I'll grant you that.
It's long, and it's not thick. Not as thick as it could have been. It's thick at the top.
As the immortal saying goes, I'll take it.
I mean, we've got to look on the inside of that to see if it's any good or not.
Yeah, we will. That's not bad though.
Indeed.
I can.
Particularly if some of the leaves are falling, it could be because they are ready, but I don't know.
I can make something of this. I really can.
Depends, is it enough? Do we need another one?
And if we did, which one would we pick?
That I have no idea. Because the rest are loads of carrots.
Hang on. Yeah, this one probably is loads.
Yeah, we don't want to get the loads, so you want one that's just one. And most of
That's
the
two.
ones aren't ready yet.
Yeah, I know.
Because there's still some really small
It'll
ones
have
in
to
there.
do. I'll make it up with brock and coal. Okay?
Yes, of course you will. There's coal right here.
No, there isn't. Not yet.
Not yet, but yeah, it's getting there.
It will
A
get there.
massive leaf.
Well, that's growth for you. You were
That
tiny
one's
when you
pretty much
started, weren't
dead.
you? Massive.
Yeah, that's kind of how
ball.
humans work.
That's how growth works.
Doesn't look particularly green from here, but again, we can't really tell that yet. These are just roots.
It's a little bit green.
Little, but usable.
I would say so. Okay, so what we'll do is cut it there because it's a natural dimple. It means
Looks
I can
good
also
on the other
clean
side of it.
I can clean the dirt. Yeah.
It's certainly, if it's not ready, it's very close because you
Yeah, I'll just clean.
can see the
whatever.
tiniest hint of green, so it's like
Yeah.
just about there. So that means
Yes.
some of the others might be soon.
Exactly.
Good signs.
Just trim that bit off there, whatever that is.
Even natural carrots.
Unfortunately, it's such a thin carrot.
Yeah, I mean,
Just,
our onions were small, our Brussels was small, you know,
maybe we
everything's
didn't-
been small.
Yeah, maybe we didn't leave them long enough. And that's right. Fair
Well,
comment.
ultimately, with the other stuff, there's probably not enough nutrients to grow big.
we didn't feed these.
And
much,
ultimately, we
to
haven't
be
had
fair.
enough sun because stupid weather.
Well, sun and warmth.
It hasn't
Well,
had
we had
that
a-
much sun or warmth
We had a little bit of warmth. And what
for a
happened?
week.
Yeah,
5
but
days.
the point is, what happened to the plants? They shot up those leaves on those.
Yeah, but they haven't shot up since because they haven't had the opportunity to.
Maybe yeah, because it hasn't been particularly warm or particularly sunny.
I don't think you've skimmed this bit either.
I haven't.
Not yet. Sorry, that was just a noise you were making.
Yes, I know it was. Which I make no apologies whatsoever.
I didn't say you had to.
Good, because I'm not. Good wash.
Indeed. Apart from the shape, looks good.
Shook it up.
Those potatoes around, 5 of them. There's like 1 or 2 in the fridge still. I'm assuming you're not using those.
again.
Of course you did. But our carrots and our potatoes. I think only the only time last year where we had both 2 sets of our plants were onions and potatoes potentially last year.
Sadly small.
They were small, but very much tasted nice. So that's the important part. These are our steaks, and yes, I covered it with ketchup because I don't like the taste of most meat, so I cover it with ketchup to make it taste tolerable. So yeah, the running joke in our house is how much meal do you want of your ketchup rather than the other way around. But let's try the carrot. Go carrot here. Our potatoes are more fluffy, but they are our potatoes. So they don't taste bad. Let me try the bigger piece. Tastes good. Don't know how it tastes. Don't remember how it tastes compared to supermarket ones, but it's certainly good. Unless I end up feeling sick, which I'll let you know in a few hours. Only putting up my last vlog up, which I put off for a couple of weeks. I've put so little content up, I just forget to sometimes. Playing a Civ 4 there, trying to master the tearing up because I've been poor at those. I got so close on couple of occasions, like 40 turns away, and then the attacking armies eventually overwhelmed me just before the end. So I'm trying to do well on that map, but ultimately my stomach is settled, so I think the carrots were a success, just based off that. Ultimately, during the week, I met up with Fraser, my former best friend and neighbour, for the first time since August 25th last year. It's just nice to see him again. But also I found out that quite a few people on my street, and we've known each other, we've all been neighbours for at least 17, 18 years. Certainly I first saw Fraser, I think, 2006. But ultimately it's good. What they were chatting about was growing garlic and growing stuff, and they knew a bit about growing cucumbers, probably more than we did, to be honest. So in current times, and like, I didn't know if they were avid mainstream media watchers, or like, I didn't know if they did their own research or not, or used their brain cells at all, but it looks like on this particular instance they have. It was fantastic to listen to, looking back on it, because they're growing their own food. I cannot stress how important that is. So it was great to hear them chatting about that and be slightly involved in that as well. So yeah, that's something that happened this week. Also today was Wimbledon finals day, but considering he'd been in, Novak Djokovic had meniscus removed, not repaired, removed, because removed is the better, quicker way of healing, or best way of healing quickly and getting on the court quickly. So it was a poor final, but he did well to get there for a 37-year-old. So continue to get to new heights. Donald Trump was the attempt of assassination on him yesterday, or in this morning. I don't know when exactly it was, but I just remember I was by the computer when seeing Twitter things about it, or X things about it. But this is the only thing I ever say about it. I hope no one should ever be assassinated. Doesn't matter what kind of political views you have, it should never ever get that far. And before any moron brought it on himself, can I point out it's the left that has been calling him Hitler all this time, which probably led to all of this. So it should never get to that far, ever. And as a Christian, and I'm just going to simply say this, if you're an atheist to believe there's no God, people dying would mean they dodge responsibility for their actions. But if you believe, as I do, there's a heaven and a hell, like, people would end up going to hell, and they'd be on fire, feeling cancer and goodness knows what else for all eternity. And I would never wish that on anyone. So ultimately, you should never ever wish anyone to die, let alone be assassinated in any way. So that's my take on it. You can read into it whatever you want. As Novak Djokovic puts it, you can't touch me. I know what I stand for, and that's what matters. But yeah, carrots went well today. Djokovic didn't. Euros are going, and I couldn't care less. And if England do win, Southgate will get credit, which is stupid because he's rubbish. And ultimately, he would have won. They will, some teams win because their manager's great, but ultimately, England will win in spite of Gareth Southgate, in my opinion. But, you know, that's how it is. But everything's looking good. And even though Simeon hasn't committed to coming here yet, or well, we haven't had much discussion about trips to see family or family trips to see us. Well, I don't know about that yet, but I certainly plan on streaming this week. Get back into some sort of rhythm, because I've done 3 streams all year, minus the hour at the start of 2024. So I definitely want to get back to it. Now that Wimbledon's done, in the 2 weeks between Wimbledon and the Olympics, probably a good time to get some streams in and recordings done. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on a future vlog, and as always, don't forget your banter.